Okay, so I know I'm a little late getting around to this, but in the MCC development update for June, they actually touched on the Halo 3 shot registration. So they had this section in the blog called Swing and a Miss, and they started off by saying, people like to call out Halo 3 and MCC as having hit detection / registration problems, and have done so for quite some time, saying the phrase, "it's not like Legacy," they generally exclaim. In some ways, yes, this is true. MCC is not 100% like Legacy. Yeah, we know. We know. But what if I told you Legacy wasn't perfect? Okay, I think most people who complain about MCC shot registration, and rightfully so, because it is terrible, we know that original Halo 3 is not perfect. We are not denying that, most of us. What if these imperfections were exacerbated by changes done to keep these games running in the modern era? So after that, they go into this pretty detailed technical explanation discussing Halo 3's shot registration, both Legacy Halo 3 and MCC Halo 3, and how they differ. Now, I'm not going to go through all this. I'll link this development update in the description if you want to read it yourself. And I want to make it clear that I'm not just dismissing all this information they've included in this blog. No, I like this. I appreciate the transparency. You know, I think this is pretty good that they took the time to explain this. Even though some people aren't going to understand what they're talking about, I do appreciate this. But at the same time, regardless of why things are the way they are, the shot registration in MCC is worse than it was in the original Halo 3. And that's not just my opinion, so many others feel that same way. People who have been playing Halo 3 their whole life, MCC and OG Halo 3. So towards the end of this section where they discuss the Halo 3 shot registration, they go on to say, so there is effectively a legacy bug here. The initial update probably should have flagged the projectile to not update again in the same frame. When this setup was added to Halo 2, it might have been that the projectile didn't actually get updated twice in the same tick, but then things may have been refactored to address predictive distributed networking issues, and then this became the norm for Halo. Or it could have been a detail that was missed, innocent enough unless the game tick rate is changed. So they're talking a lot about tick rates because a lot of this section was about the game's tick rate. So again, I'm going to link this blog in the description if you want to read their whole technical explanation for this. They also said, we can fix this specific issue to behave more like Legacy with some careful changes and validation with focused flighting. However, even with that, there remains some rather fundamental issues in Halo 3 that were addressed / fixed during Halo Reach's development. It requires more time and visuals to fully explain. However, the gist is that there are issues with event / player action ordering as they come from the network and applied to the game state. This can lead to stale aim assist information being used, or multiple grenades / equipment being deployed. Fixing this is less straightforward and something that will take time to flesh out fully for a proper solution. If all of this is hard to understand or picture in your mind's eye, do not worry. I will be following up with additional visuals and examples to help regular players, who you calling a regular player? To help regular players see and understand what is going on in a later dev blog. And this is the best part. These things take time, which means time spent away from shipping Halo 3 or later games. But rest assured, the team and I are continuing to take your feedback seriously, real seriously, and have made some great headway unraveling the mysteries of community hit detection complaints and hopefully a proper solution. Okay, so first off, how dare they even say that? These things take time, which means time spent away from shipping Halo 3. People been complaining about the Halo 3 hit detection in MCC since the beginning of time, okay? This is nothing fucking new. People were complaining about this before y'all even knew you were bringing Halo 3 to PC. So how dare you act like fixing an issue like the Halo 3 shot registration in MCC is going to take away from launching Halo 3 on PC, because people been complaining about this since 2014. As I'm sure many of you know, I put out a hit detection video a while back, a couple years ago, showcasing how bad the shot registration actually was in Halo 3 MCC. Me and my friend, we went into a custom game, we tested this, we showed examples of this, plenty of examples, and it was clear in the video that something was wrong with the shot registration. Not to mention that so many others had been and still are complaining about how shitty the shot registration is in Halo 3 MCC, and rightfully so, because it is terrible. And also, there were plenty of people in the comments of that video voicing their concerns with MCC Halo 3 shot registration also. And for those of you who don't know, Dursky, who is a producer at 343 Industries, he's seen this video. He's seen this video of mine showcasing just how bad the shot registration is in Halo 3. He saw this back in, I believe, 2017 when I uploaded the video. And real quick, I want you guys to take a look at this clip right here where Dursky is reacting to my video on a live stream.
I had people coming to me like, yeah, can you watch this video and this guy's shot registration shit? I was like, yeah, sure, let me see it. And I just started laughing literally, like, out loud at work. Just laughing.
Somebody at work showed you this?
Yeah, somebody was like, yeah, you should look into Halo 3 shot registration. I was like,
when was that?
Like, in, like, February.
Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I just started crying.
7, 8.
Like, literally.
So, as you can hear Dursky himself say in the video, one of his employees at 343 brought this video to his attention. Said, hey, Dursk, there's a video about how bad the shot registration is in our game. You should take a look at this. And Dursky just dismissed it like it was nothing. Like it wasn't a real issue. He said he laughed at it. Back in 2017. So yeah, I don't like seeing them say, oh, this means time spent away from shipping Halo 3. The team and I are continuing to take your feedback seriously. Yeah, no, I'm not buying that at all. Not buying that for one bit. I don't really think they're taking this feedback seriously. I know they're not, or at least they weren't back in 2017. I know that for a fact. And don't act like fixing an issue such as this, the hit detection, is taken away from launching Halo 3 and future titles on PC. Because this has been an issue since the beginning of fucking time, since MCC launched. And I know for a fact that an employee at 343 laughed at the video and acted like it wasn't a real fucking issue. But, you know, the best thing about all this is that 343 is finally acknowledging that there is an issue with the hit detection. They're finally looking into it, right? So all the people who were saying, oh, it's always been like that. It's the same. It's been like that in OG Halo 3. It's always been bad. It's not an issue at all. Nothing's wrong with MCC. Yeah. Well, I told you so. I guess that's all I'm gonna say. I told you so. Here you go. This is confirmation that there is a very real issue, and they're finally looking into it. You know, fucking 6 years too late, or however long it's been, but I guess it's good they're finally looking into it. You know, hopefully they can find a fix for it, like a week before Infinite comes out. You know, hopefully that's probably what'll happen. They'll fix Halo 3 right before Infinite comes out. Infinite will be shit. Everybody will be on it just because it's a new game, and Halo 3 will be dead. But it'll have good shot registration now. That's probably what'll happen. I don't know. So yeah, that's gonna just about do it for this video. I did want to touch on this because we finally are getting an update on MCC's terrible hit detection. Who knows if it will ever be fixed, but it is nice to know that they're finally looking into it. But one final thing, I really hope 343 understands this, because like they give us this whole technical explanation on what's going on with the shot registration and why things are the way they are, which again I appreciate. I love the transparency. Give me more of that. I enjoy that. But I hope they understand that, like, regardless of what is causing the issues, the fact of the matter is there is an issue. The shot registration in MCC Halo 3 is significantly worse than it was in the original Halo 3. Like, I don't care if there's a 343 dev looking into the code for OG Halo 3 and MCC Halo 3 and comparing the two, and he comes to the conclusion that, oh, no, it's the same. There's nothing wrong with MCC Halo 3. There's not a problem at all. So yeah, I guess I just don't care. You can say that's ignorant, but whatever, because there's video proof that showcases how the shot registration is worse in MCC. Not just my video, but other videos as well. Tommy Cost made a video on this. Like, there are people who have sunk so much time into Halo 3, have been playing Halo 3 their entire life, and they can vouch and say, yeah, the shot registration was much better in the original Halo 3. Yes, the original Halo 3 had its problems, but not as severe as the hit detection issues in MCC Halo 3. Like, if anyone from 343 sees this video, just know that many of us understand MCC Halo 3 is not identical to Legacy. We get that. We understand that there may be some justifiable reasons why the shot registration is worse in MCC than Halo 3. Like in the blog, you say, what if these imperfections were exacerbated by changes done to keep these games running in the modern era? Sure, that may be very true. But regardless, there is a problem. And this whole time, the main thing I've wanted is just for it to be acknowledged and not ignored like it has been for so long. I don't want to get laughed at when I bring up the terrible shot registration in MCC Halo 3. Like, if you can't fix the issue with the hit detection, the next best thing would be to acknowledge it, to come out and say, yes, we understand MCC has some severe hit detection issues. We understand that it's not what you're used to from the original Halo 3. We understand it is worse. Like, acknowledge it. But for so long, people have ignored it. They've denied it. They've laughed at it. And yeah, that I don't appreciate that. That's what I don't like. And also, never again act like an issue that was brought to your attention back in 2017 is taking time away from launching Halo 3 and future titles on PC. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. It was brought to your attention back in 2017. I know that for a fact because Dursky said it. Someone at work, he showed him the video, said you should look at the shot registration, and Dursky just laughed at it. So you definitely knew about it in 2017, and you probably knew about the complaints of MCC Halo 3 shot reg before 2017, because it was an issue at launch. Although I would argue the hit detection is worse than it's ever been. So yeah, that's gonna just about do it for this video. It was kind of more of a rant. You know, I know it was a rant when I'm fucking sweating and I'm out of breath. But yeah, hopefully the shot reg gets fixed. At least they're finally looking into it. 343, thank you for continuing to take our feedback seriously. I appreciate it. We all appreciate it. Thank you guys.